Okay, in this video, we're going to look at question number D. So given the estimated logistic regression model, we want to use this result to predict the probability of the passing the CFA level 1 exam for a candidate with a college GPA of 3.8 and a 5-year experience. So the logistic regression result is given. Like I said in my lecture video, is that in order to get this result, you need to know how to use a Python or R, but that is not our current focus for this class. And also in the real world job. And again, logistic regression is really being introduced in the advanced learnings in the business analytical world. Most of the time as a business analyst, you might just hand over this kind of result, ask you to interpret it, ask you to do the prediction. So therefore, that's what we are practicing on here. So this is the result I used the Python to develop, and so we are able to see this table on our Excel sheet as well. So now, given this is our logistic regression output, you will be able to notice that both GPA and year experience still have significant impact on predicting the probability of the candidate pass the level 1 CFA exams. So the question here is, instead of just getting this result, we actually going to predict, right? So we did a very similar practice in the question number 1, use LPM, which is plugging the value and getting the probability of the pass, right? Now, the difference is, for logistic regression model, it's no longer linear. Again, logistic regression model is not linear regression model. Okay, so the linear probability model is the linear regression model. So therefore, as you're looking at the formation of this model, it has actually become this formula. Okay, so this is coming from my PowerPoint, my PowerPoint lecture video, and also your textbook. So for this case, since we only have 2 x variables, so this is how it looks like. If you have 3 x variables, so the form will be adding plus beta 3x3. So in order to understand the probability of this candidate who have 5-year experience, the GPA equal to 3.8, what we need to do is plug in this equation. Once you plug in the right-hand side of this equation, you will be able to get the probability of the passing. So therefore, in this video, I'm mainly focusing on to addressing question number 4 by showing you how to plug in this equation. Okay, question number D. So question number D's answer will equal to, so the numerator is exponential. So we use EXP, so exponential, parentheses, and we can select the number already given because that's beta 0 plus beta 1, right? That's for GPA times 3.8. Remember, for this question, we try to predict is we know the GPA is 3.8, and then plus the beta 2 year experience times the year experience we know given by this question is 5 years. And then close the parentheses divided by, again, this is the parenthesis a lot of students forgot. So when you are in the Excel space, it's always safe to have more parentheses to make sure you have the right order of the calculation. So for instance, if you forgot about this parenthesis I put on here, what happened is you're going to use exponential of the numerator divided by 1. And then after you do that, and then add exponential of this part. So that's totally incorrect because they're just going to give you the value of 1. So that's wrong. So make sure you don't miss this parentheses. 1 plus, follow again, exponential, parentheses, beta 0 plus beta 1 times 3.8 plus beta 2 times 5-year experience, and don't forget to close the parenthesis for your denominator, and then you push enter. Okay, so this is the probability we are able to predict using the logistic regression. So basically for this candidate who have a 5-year experience, GPA equal to 3.8, the probability for him to pass this test is 42.82%. So you can see that using logistic regression model to predict versus LPM, you got a very similar result. And we see the similar thing happening when we are looking at our example on the PowerPoint where I give you lecture. So it's kind of very close. Like I said, the key difference is logistic regression will never give you the answer that is larger than 1 or smaller than 0, which is aligned with our probability theories. However, if you use LPM, you will get very odd predictions. Okay, So therefore, this is the answer for D. The probability for the candidate to pass the CFA Level 1 test given 5-year experience, GPA 3.8 is 42.82%. Okay, great.